Good morning, guys. My name is Danny, and I will be giving you today's webinar. So, today I'm going to be showing you all about templates, where you can find them, where you can edit, how you can add variables, images, etc. And what are your limitations, of course. If you have any questions or doubts in the meantime, you could always raise your hand or ask it directly. I'll respond it live. If it's regarding something else apart from today's lecture, let's say, I will be calling you or respond or sending you an email to respond your doubts. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and log in at the top right. And let's go ahead and begin. So generally the templates part is going to be, or it is a part where that you fill in when you have, or when you're starting off with VFX, but you can always go back and edit. Remember that, of course, if you have an assistant or if you have somebody else using the account, and you're always going to have different classifications of properties you're going to be subjecting, for example, probates, pre-foreclosures, for self, you're always going to want a different template for each of the classifications or types of properties you're going to be prospecting, right? Because you don't want to go back and modify everything each time you do send an email, a text message, etc. So you want to make sure you have everything handy and already, let's say, structured in the templates part so that you don't have to waste time and you have everything automated. So I'm going to go into templates over here. And over here is where you're going to be able to have the different templates for the tasks that we offer you for emails, SMS, fax, if you have an online fax provider synced with RiaFax, letter templates, which is for sending mailing campaigns, task templates, which is so that you could create different, yes, of course, task templates. This is combo tasks, so that if you want, I'm going to show you this afterwards, but this is so that you can create a template of a variety of tasks by just scheduling once, okay? And I'm going to show you how that works. And then last but not least, the script call. If you have the professional dialer, of course, you will be able to generate a variety of scripts so that you don't have to have a little notebook on your desk, or let's say if you have a new assistant and you want them to read exactly what you want, you could create their script and they'll have it in the dialer. And I'm going to show you where you're going to find all of these templates as well, but afterwards, okay? Let's just start with the email templates. Notice that I do have a list over here, but the one that RiaFax offers you is this one. This one is, I would say, according to what I've seen in my experience in RiaFax, this is really simple. Okay, what we offer you is really simple, but it's just so that you don't have to start your account from scratch. Of course, most of you do have already a list of templates, okay, and that's great. Like first offer, like you could see counter offer, cash offer. Let's say contact with, if you have the professional dialer, or contact with the owner, contact with the agent, personal representative, etc. So you're going to want to have a variety of templates, like I just told you, so that you have everything automated. Okay, you don't have to go back. Oh, I'm going to modify this agent variable, and I'm going to put the owner variable. No, create one so that you don't have to go back and keep modifying the same one. Okay, since the RiaFax default, you're not able to edit. I'm going to create one from scratch. Okay, at the top right, you have the add button. And over here, we're going to be able to add it or to create a new one. Okay. For those of you that have watched or that have been with me in previous webinars, you know that I always use today's date, right? So today is 2/19, 2021, believe it or not. And I'm going to put subject first offer on And then since we want everything personalized and automated, you could either click on the arrow that you have on your right, or if you don't see it, you will have the button at the bottom of variables. So over here, you're gonna have the list of variables of all the data that we offer you. Now, one thing, if even if you add, and just like the webinar I did on the contracts, even if you add the variables, it doesn't guarantee that we have the data. Okay. So if, for example, I add the, just giving you an example, the probate file variable, and that property does not have a probate file, it's just going to leave that space in blank. It's not going to add anything, and the variable is not going to show up if that's what you're worried about. But you're always going to make sure that you add something congruent. For example, if you're sending the email from the follow-up, you're going to be using the first offer, and you're going to add the offer price to the actual email template. It will integrate if you have the offer price in the follow-up in the offer price campus, it will add it into the email. But I'm going to show you how that works so that I don't mix you up. So over here, property address, I'm going to put a space between on and property address. And then over here, I'm just going to start typing. I'm going to add the agent nickname, comma. Um, all cash. And I'm not a realtor investor, as you can see. So I may not be typing in the correct format, or let's say even verbally structuring this email template of how you make a first offer. So don't make fun or laugh at me, okay? We're investors in the area purchasing all cash within 30-day closing. Please review. Regards. So over here, I didn't add any variable, but of course you could always add the ones that you could see on the left. Okay. Like I said, we're not investors in RealFax or realtors, so we don't actually know what to actually type. Okay. I'm gonna use this one as an example. So here's an amazing offer you will get on. Okay. We're interested in, and I'm going to add the property address. Property address, comma, space. City, right? State, and zip code. Oh, actually, I'm just going to use the acronym true. And then the zip code. Okay. And then regards, Danny. I'm going to save. Now, I do want you guys to know, and this is something that you have to keep in mind. Do not copy and paste a template from one, or let's say the structure from one template to the other. Let's say, for instance, that I want to copy this and paste it into another template. It's not going to paste correctly, okay? It's not going to paste the correct, let's say, format in the variables part. And this, I say it from the programming side, it's not gonna generate the actual variable. So that it doesn't give you, and you don't have to waste your time resending the contract or the email again. Always integrate the variables on the actual template that you're going to be using. Okay. Let me know if you guys have any questions so far. Okay. Then we have for the same emails part and for the rest as well. You're going to have two types of templates, both property templates and contacts templates. Remember that we did integrate for those who have the professional and professional dialer, we integrated the follow-up section for contacts. So you're not only going to be able to contact um, let's say throughout a property in ReaFax, like you did or like you do from the very beginning throughout the regular follow-up, you will be able to contact all of your contacts directly without having them associated to any property from the contact section. Okay, so you will be able to generate templates for both property email templates or contact email templates. So they're not going to be the same. You're always going to want to have, if you're going to be working with that contact section, particularly without any property in the middle, I suggest you create the templates as well. It's the same structure, it's the same procedure, but yes, I would suggest you to create both. And remember, you're going to have that both types of templates for all of the tasks that we do offer you. And the variables are going to be a little different because what we offer you in the contact section is different. But you do have a variety of variables that you'll be able to use. Let's say, for instance, you're going to be um, I don't know, following up with, because as a realtor or investor, the first thing that you want is to have a wallet of clients, independently of having a lot of properties in um, potential properties that you could buy yourself. You're always, and that's what I've seen. I'm talking of what my experience in ReaFax. Uh, the most important thing is your wallet of clients and potential buyers, users, buyers and sellers. Okay. So if you're going to be following up with them to see if they have any properties available or etc., you're always going to want to use as well the different contacts or variables that we have for the contact section. Okay, that's what this is useful for. Same thing as the properties type and the contacts type. If you have a variety of templates and you're going to be using, for instance, this first one most, you could set it as default, and the one that has to start is the one that's always going to show up at the beginning. And I'm going to show you where it shows up. But after I pass all of this templates part, okay? If you want to delete, which I should, right? If you want to delete any of the templates, you could do that, very simple. If you want to edit, you could also do that. You could edit, you could eliminate anything that you want. You did see that I did add an image, right? So we can do that on ReaFax for only the email templates, okay? Not for the letter templates, which is for the mailing campaign. But for the emails, let's say that you do have a logo of your company, of your association, etc., and you want to upload it, I'm going to show you how, okay? Keep tuned. So I'm going to edit the template that I just created, right? And I'm just going to click enter. And we're going to click on insert image. But it's not just like the rest of the insert images where it just takes you to the your computer archives or documents and you're going to select your logo there. No, it's something a little different because the programming side is not as easy as just talking about it, right? But I'm going to go into postimages.org, and if you want the website, we could send it to you through live chat, email, wherever. You just request it and we could send it to you. Okay, in postimages.org, what we're going to do is we're going to choose an image on your computer, which is going to be, like I said, it could be the let's say, let me look over here. It could be the logo of your company. It could be your name or your signature, whatever you would like. But over here, what it's generating is just a link. It's not uploading it into the postimages.org. It's just going to generate a link. So I'm going to, after I uploaded my logo, let's say, I copy this second one and I'm going to go back into ReaFax and I'm going to click on source. I'm going to paste it. What I did is Control V or right click on your mouse and paste. See the shortcuts over here on your keyboard? You can click Control V. And then on description, you could just type a letter. And then the dimensions, you could always edit. So once you paste it in, you could see how scrolling it to the left, you could just play around with the size. Okay. Remember, you could always insert the images only for email templates. Okay. Not for letter templates. And then you just click save. Do you guys have any questions so far? Let me know so that I can continue. Okay. So now that we don't have any questions, or let me see, we have something over here. Okay, everything is fine. Is this recorded? Yes. Remember that all webinars are uploaded into the website and you can find them in the house at the top left, or whenever you sign in, it's going to take you to the control panel. And in the webinar section, we have all the recorded previous webinars, okay? Great. So going back into the templates part, we finished with the email temps. The same thing with the SMS templates. Okay, so we have over here, can you show again the thing about the image? Okay, of course. I'm gonna select another one and I'm gonna click edit, okay? I'm gonna delete this picture and I'm going to open up where it says images in the templates part in ReaFast, okay? So we just have it populated. I'm gonna go back, postimages.org. And like I said, remember over here, we're not uploading anything. We're just using this third-party website so that it generates a link to copy in or to paste in ReaFax, okay? So I'm gonna go into choose images. You're gonna select over here an image. I'm gonna select that one again. So after it loads over here, it's gonna generate the link. We're going to select the direct link, which is the second one. Okay. We're going to go back and you just paste Control V on your keyboard or on right click on your mouse and then just paste. In the image description, you could just put that's something insignificant because it's not going to populate anything. I just put whatever letter. And just click OK, and it's going to generate the actual image large, okay? But you could always play around with the size until you make it the fit that you would like, okay? Do you guys have any questions? Okay. Going into its SMS templates, it's the same structure. You do have the possibility of adding, edit, setting as default. If you don't have a default, it's just going to populate in blank the template whenever you generate an SMS. Okay. Okay, so I have another question about the images over here that I just uploaded. So what Post Images does, it when you open up the website and you click choose images, no, you choose that from your computer. Remember that I said that you hit upload if you want an image of yourself, let's say a signature, anything that you have that you want, of course, in your email template, you will be able to choose that image from your computer, from your files. If you have the logo of your company, of your association, LLC, whatever, you could choose that in your computer, and that's what you're going to be able to upload. Post Images does not have any images as is. What it does, it's just a third party, let's say, um, it does the work of ReFX of creating the link so that you can paste it and generate the actual image in ReFX. No worries. Okay. So like I said, whenever you generate an SMS task, and if you don't have a default, and that goes for all of the templates that you have over here, it will just generate in blank. I'm going to show you um, afterwards what I mean by that. But okay, so over here, I'm going to set as default. And you do have the possibility of editing at any time, setting as default, or deleting any template. But let me tell you that you cannot delete the defaults, okay? They're just going to stand there forever. Then you have the fax template. It's the same thing. You could, if you have an online fax provider and you have it associated in ReFX in the settings part, you will be able to create your own task templates.
Hello, guys. Hi, good morning. So sorry, guys. Danny, she was with you, but she had an issue with the computer, so I'm going to take over. Directly on your control panel, go to the Templates tab to your left, okay? And here is where you can create and design all the kind of templates that you want to have in order to contact somebody through the tasks that are allowed on ReFX. So at the top, you have the email templates, the SMS templates, and you already saw this a few minutes ago with Danny, okay? But if you need to have a direct coaching with us, just request it. You can open the chat at any time, ask any question, or request to have a one-on-one coaching, okay? Now, let me just turn off my notifications, please, so I don't get interrupted, okay? And let's go directly here to fax templates. Through ReFX, you can also send fax, okay? You just need to set up your fax settings right here, okay? And then you can design your fax template. In ReFX, we already provide you one type of letter, okay, that you can send through fax. But if you want to create a new template, just again, open right, click on add. You can add a name for your template, whatever is the name that you want to use. For example, let's say that in this letter, I'm going to contact the homeowner. So this will be fax for homeowner. Okay. And then I can write down here all the information that I want to use on my fax, okay, or my template. I can say dear, and for example, I don't need to write down every time the name of the person because I really don't know. I'm going to select a bunch of properties and I'm going to send them fax to all of them. So I just need to click on here where it says variable, and I will need to look for the variable for the person that I'm contacting. In this case, the owner's name. And that will auto-populate whatever is the name of the owner, the way that is registered on public records, that will auto-populate the information here, okay? So, dear owner, I am very interested in your property located at, and again, I don't know which is the address and I'm not going to type it down every time. So I will use property address that will auto-populate the actual address of the properties that I'm selecting whenever I'm sending fax, okay? I know fax is something that we don't use anymore, but it's exactly the same how you are going to create a template for emails. And for text messages, it's exactly the same here, okay? So I'm interested in your property located at, I can also use the property city. I can also use this one, the property state acronym. So it will be, for example, let's say that the property is in Florida. It will say FL. And then I can also use the property zip code. Please contact me if you are interested, okay? Whatever you want to say. I am not going to like dig in a full text. This is about you and what you want to have on the on your body, on the template, okay? Now, you can also use like your signature, your information. You can write it down, Diana Lopez, my email and my phone number, or here, because if you are going to change it, or if you already have it set up, then you can use the information that the system has here, okay? For example, I can go here to the F for follow-up, and I can use my follow-up name. I can use my follow-up email and my follow-up phone number, okay? Actually, let me use the full name, this one, okay? There, I will have everything already selected with my information, and I just need to save this template. Before you save it, if you want to also select this one as your default template, default meaning that whenever you are trying to send a fax, this will be the first template that you can see, okay? Then go here directly, click on yes, and click on save. The template was successfully added, and now I have this one as my default because it has the star, and this one, it was the one that the system gave me, okay? So this is the template. I can use it at any time. I will show you in a few minutes how you are going to use all these templates. Again, the email templates, you already saw that with Danny, and the SMS templates too. Fax templates, let's go to the letter templates. Letter templates are the ones that you use whenever you are using your mailing campaign. The webinar last week was about the mailings, okay, and how you can take advantage of every part of sending your own letters, like creating your own letters and creating your own labels, send those yourself, or use the postcard service that we provide. If any of you want to see the creations of the letter templates and the use of the mailing template, please go directly here under your control panel, go to webinars, and right here you will see all the webinars that we have done. And the first one last week, last Friday, was the webinar about the mailing campaigns, okay? There you will have the full explanation about the letter template. So let's go here again to templates. Let me just show you this, okay? To create it, I did exactly the same. I click on add right here at the top, and I start creating my template. I put the name for the template and I use all this information. So I'm going to show you this one, and I'm also going to show you how you can edit the template. For example, I'm going to select this one and I click on edit. It will open the template that I had created last week. So it's this one right here. Hello, this is a letter for contacting again homeowners. Hello, homeowner. Hope this letter finds you well. You can modify whenever you want, use any of this tool to put the letters like bold or italic, okay, whatever you need. So my information, the property address and city, all the letter that I wanted, okay? Let's modify this. My information, my username, last name, my direct phone number, and my email, everything there on the letter, okay? If you want to add something, you can add it. The only thing that you cannot add on the letter templates, different from the email templates, is that you cannot add here images, okay? Not on the letter templates, but on the email templates, you can. So this is done. I have a question, let's see. What if you have 2 users? The accounts for 2 users, okay, for example, you can have your main account normal and you can purchase an assistant account. The assistant account is only a second user for your main account. So both of you have everything, okay? And both of you can see everything. Also, if you allow that on the assistant's account. So the templates that you have in your account, both of you can see them and both of you can create them. So you can have one that you are going to use and the other that anybody else will use, they can select it, okay? But what you cannot do, and let me save this template, is put 2 templates as default, okay? So if this is my default template, that is the template that is always going to open. If another person wants to use a different template, they just need to select it, okay? I will show you that as soon as we get to the follow-up, so I can show you how you will use these templates that you have already created, okay? Now, this one, the task template right here at the top, is something that we use or you can use whenever you are sending like a combo of tasks, like a lot of tasks, and I want to set up everything right now, okay? Actually, let me show you as well how you can delete your templates. It's easy, just select them and click on delete. If you want to delete them forever, that's it. I'm going to delete this one as well, and I'm going to start from scratch, okay? So I don't have templates available here. I'm going to click on add to add a new template. And again, this is for setting up a lot of tasks, okay, at the same time. So let's say that I'm going to call this template combo, and I'm going to call it one contract. That will be my first task. Then 2 follow-up emails. And actually right here, 1 SMS, okay? That is what my template is going to have there. These tasks. It will be 1 contract that I'm going to schedule to send, 1 email, 1 text message, and 2 follow-up emails. That way, for example, today is Friday. Let's say that you are going to be busy next week. So if you are going to be busy, you can set up everything so the system will do it for you. Let's say that I'm going to send a contract on Monday. I can schedule today the contract to be sent on Monday. 1 hour after the contract has been sent, I can send a text message. And maybe 2 days after the text message was sent, I can send 1 email. And then 3 days after, I can send another email. And that is how it works, okay? So let me show you. I'm going to put this one also as my default, even though that I don't have anything here. And I'm going to start adding my tasks, okay? So I'm going to click on add. And right here on this little tab, you need to select execute type, automatic, or manual. If you want the system to do this for you, you need to select automatic. If you are the ones that are going to complete the tasks, then click on manual, okay? Now, automatic, and I'm going to send, the first thing that I'm going to send on this combo is my contract. And I'm not going to put days or seconds or minutes here, nothing, okay? The contract is going to be like my first tab. Later on the follow-up is when I'm going to decide when the first task is going to start like being executed, okay? So I'm going to put here that this contract is for my first offer. This little detail, okay, is only for me to see it, for me to follow up in my tasks why I did send this contract. And I click on create. Remember, you need to have your contracts already uploaded in your account, and you will need to have already create templates for those contracts. That is a different subject, not today's subject for this webinar, okay? So if you have your contracts, as soon as you click on create, the system will take you to this tab, send. And right here, you can see all the contracts that you might have. In my case, these are all mine, okay? So I'm going to use this one. This is an as-if contract that DRIA provides. And also, in my contract, I can have all the additional documents you see, that I have attached with my contract. So I have one addendum. I have my escrow, my earnest money deposit with my escrow agent or title company, and I have my proof of funds, okay? So I can select to send the contract with all my additional documents or with none, okay? It will be up to you. I'm going to send them all just for this demonstration. You can change the initial deposit if you want to. You can also change if you have a different information or if you haven't set up that yet. I can put here the inspection dates. My acceptance date is already set up and my closing date is also set up, okay, for this contract. So Diana Lopez, that is my information as the buyer. The information of the seller will be there, and that's it. If you want to preview the contracts before you send it, you click here. If you want to download it, you click here. But I want to send it by email. So I'm going to create, apart from selecting the contract, I'm going to select the template that is going to have, or the email template that where this contract is going to be attached. So click here at the top, email. And this is the part that Danny was explaining. Whenever you create your email template and you put one as a default, then you will see here that that default template is the one that is going to open, okay? If you need to use any other template, click at the bottom where it says Manage Template and open the drop-down list, and you will see all the different type of templates that you have here, okay? So this is the one that I'm going to use, my first option, because it says cash offer for your property. Hello, agent. Let's say I'm contacting an agent in this case. Please contact me, check my offer, check my contract. That's it. At the bottom right, click on Create Task. This is my first task inside my template task, okay? For sending one contract, one document, okay? No days and nothing selected. Now I'm going to add my second task. Click on Add. Right here, you can again select manually or automatic. And I'm going to send this task, an SMS, okay? But I'm going to send an SMS, and from here, I do need to put days, hours, minutes, or seconds, okay? So this SMS sending is going to be executed after the contract has been sent. And for example, if I select to send this contract on Monday, let's say at 9 a.m., I want for them to receive maybe the text message, let's say 10 minutes after, okay? Or 30 minutes after. So I can put here 30 minutes. So the 30 minutes are going to start counting since the last task, okay? So, and this is a SMS, or first offer SMS. So in this SMS, I'm going to let the agent know, hey, look, I sent you an email. I sent you my contract, okay? Please review it by text message so they can also see that. I create, and now the system is going to open right here that SMS, my default SMS that I already have created. So, hi, agent's nickname. Let's say that the agent name is John. So they will receive a text message that says, hi, John, I send you an offer for the property located at, by email, reply to me or call me, Diana, and my number, okay? A simple text message. I don't want to add anything else, but if you want to, you can create more lines here or add anything. I create a task, and that's it. I'm going to send my contract, and then 30 minutes after this contract has been sent, the text message is going to be sent as well, okay? The type right here that you are seeing with this little thunderbolt is because it's automatic. So the system will do it for you. If you don't see the little thunder, it's because you have set up a task that is manual task, okay? Let's go again. I'm going to create the 2 emails for follow-up. Let's say that I'm going to contact them also. I send the contract on Monday, but on Wednesday is when I want them to receive like a follow-up email. And I click here and I'm going to put 2 days. After, this will be my first follow-up email. Click on create, follow-up. And now the system will open this. This is the template for the, let's close it. I select something that I didn't want. Click on add again. Right here, you need to select the type of task. If this is going to be an email, so you need to put send email, okay? Send email 2 days after. And again, this email was about my follow-up, my first follow-up email. Click on create. The system will open my email template. So this is not the email that I want to use. This is the email that I use for sending my contracts, okay? Like attached, you can see my offer in the contract. I want to use a follow-up email that I have here. I click on manage template at the bottom, open the drop-down list and select follow-up. This is the template that I have created as follow-ups. And now you see that the subject changed. It says, did you receive my offer? I sent you an offer a few days ago. Did you receive it? Please call me back. That's it. Create task. And see, on the email templates, you can add your images, okay? Create task. So right here, 2 days after the SMS has been sent, that is when the first email is going to be sent. And the last tabs that I want to is a second email. So automatic, send email, and I'm going to send this 3 days after this email. So second follow-up email. Create. Again, I can use a different template, any kind of templates that you want to create. If, for example, in my account, I only create one first offer and one follow-up template. But you can create more. You can create like a different way to say, hey, I contacted you already. Please call me back. I'm very interested in this property. It is still a follow-up email, okay? I'm going to use the same one. So click on create task, and that's it. Again, my contract is going to be sent for whenever I schedule it. 30 minutes after the contract, they are going to receive a text message from me. 2 days after, they are going to receive an email. And then 3 days after this email, they are going to receive another email from me, okay? So I can save my task template. And right here, you can add more tasks if you want to, okay? I don't suggest it. I suggest maybe to calculate your sendings for 1 week or maybe 2 weeks, because at some point they might reply, okay? And if they reply, then you need to go to your tasks and delete all those tasks that you have pre-saved and pre-create, okay? So that is how you can create your templates. There is one last, that is the script template. This script has been created for professional dialer users. You can have here the same way, create your template the same way that you create any others for whenever you are making calls. If you want to follow like a guideline, whenever you are calling somebody, you can have your own script calls there, okay? Excellent. Now, let's go here to the follow-up. How you can use these templates. You go to the follow-up. You select any properties that you want to contact, okay? In my case, I'm going to filter to send this to myself, okay? I don't want to contact anybody. So I'm going to filter for the properties where I am the contact. I'm going to send everything to me. So I have here 4 properties, okay? And I'm going to select them. I am the contacts of every single one of them. And I'm going to start with the task template, the last one that I selected, okay? So if you want to use that combo of tasks, select your properties in your follow-up, click right here at the top where it says schedule tasks, and then click right at the bottom where it says manage template. Right here, it will open the little drop-down list, and you can select the combo that we just created, okay? or any more combos. You can create as many task templates as you want. So I'm going to select, click on load, and that's it. I have the contract, the text message, first email, and second email. So I'm going to select here when these tasks are going to be executed, starting from the first one, okay? So everything will start on Monday at 9 a.m. That is when the first the first contract is going to be sent. 30 minutes after the text message, 2 days after the email, and 3 days after the other email. And I just create. That's it. You will see here on this column that is a pending task, all the tasks that I created for these properties. So there should be 4 tasks for this, 4 tasks for this, 4 for this, and 4 for this. You see? I don't need to do anything. I know that I'm going to be busy next week. So I just set up everything and the system will send everything. Let's say that this contact or the person that is associated to the first address reply to me right away after they receive my contract. So how can I go and delete the rest of the tasks because he already contacted me back and I don't need to send them, hey, did you receive my offer? Hey, did you receive my offer? So simple. I just need to look for this address in my tasks, okay? So 11221, I go to the task. And here I'm going to filter for that address, 11221. Filter. And I can go here and I can delete the task for the text message or the task for the first email, you see, or the task for the follow-up second email. That's it. I go here and delete the tasks. So that way they only receive the contract, let's say that we are already on Monday and they reply to my contract, okay? So you can manage your tasks like that. If you want to send only one email, one text message, and one contract, then you can do it from here. Again, select one property or more properties. Click at the top where it says send email, send SMS, send fax, or send documents, okay? You just select one and you will have here the email again. If you don't want to use the template that you can see there, if you need to select another, go to manage template, select it from here, load it, and that's it. Or go back if you actually wanted to use that one. So select it again and load and send, okay? So from the send or from these icons individually is where you can send one task right now at this moment, okay? It will be sent as soon as you finish completing this. But also if you want to send one email, not like a bunch of emails for later, then click right here at the top where it says schedule task. And instead of using the manage template, use the tasks here. So I want to send, let's say, I want to create a manual task for making a call on Wednesday next week. So on Wednesday next week at 11 a.m., I want to call off these properties. Call, okay? So I create the task and that's it. The system doesn't like create a notification for me, hey, you need to make calls. But as soon as you enter the system next Wednesday, okay, that is when you have a manual task or a task pending, when you enter the system and you go to the control panel, right here at the top of the right, the system will let you know how many tasks are pending for you to complete today, okay? That is all, guys, for today's webinar about the templates. So sorry again for the issue that Danny had. If you have questions, go ahead and please open the chat. Say hello, I have a question about this, and we will answer through the chat, okay? Have a great day, guys. Great weekend. Take care. Thank you for having me. Bye-bye.